Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today is of course New Year's Eve, and with that is the New Year's event on Pokemon GO. And it's been well advertised over the last 24 hours. All of these costume Pokemon that you're going to be seeing throughout my YouTube live stream, and of course you've probably seen them yourself as well, are all shiny boosted. So these are normally full odds. We have been full odds the last few New Year's events, but this time around they will be boosted. So they're going to be 1 in 64 to 1 in 128 odds. Hey Lazebeam, how are you? So yeah, we'll be walking around catching some of these costume Pokemon. We are going to be doing a daily incense as well. We'll just wait till we're a little bit higher up. Got a rather big hill to climb first, and then after we've got up there, we can start thinking about doing the daily adventure incense as well. But there's loads of costume Pokemon about. As we were saying, there's costume Wurmple with a party hat, which is way too big for its head, in my opinion. You'll see it soon enough, I'm sure. There's also this Hoothoot, which I think was released last year for the first time. And that was a full odds last year. I believe also last year it had a spotlight hour during the New Year event. And unfortunately we didn't manage to get that shiny then either, but hopefully we can grab one of those today with the shiny being boosted. And then also we have the Jigglypuff with a bow, and then we have the old school ones in the form of Raticate with a party hat, Wobbuffet with a party hat. Both of those have been on the game for quite a few years now. And then we also have the very old OG one, which is the Pikachu with the snowy beanie. That one was around in 2019, I want to say. So, and yet still, we are yet to get a shiny one of that. I don't know if it's been repeated every year since then, but I think it's come around a couple of times and we still haven't managed to get a shiny one of that. So that would be really nice if we managed to get one of those. Unfortunately, the Pikachu, Wobbuffet and Raticate aren't in the wild. They are only on research tasks and in raids, so you still can obtain them without having to do a raid, but the research tasks aren't always guaranteed to be that specific one. They do mix them up. So for instance, a catch 10 Pokemon event research task can be virtually every single Pokemon that you can encounter with a costume on during this event, so you never know which task to go hunting for. My advice would just be to do as many tasks as you can. So it's a little bit windy here in the UK. It's pretty much dry though, so it's not a bad day to be doing some streams. Of course, we're live now, and then we will be live again later on during the Spotlight Hour. And Spotlight Hour is, annoyingly, none of these costume Pokemon. It would have been really good to feature these costume Pokemon. Unfortunately, it's Togetic, which was spawning in the wild last week during the holiday event part 2. So Niantic seem to be a week behind with these Spotlight Hours, because if you remember, Spotlight Hour last week during that holiday event part 2 was Delibird with a bow, which appeared in holiday event part 1. So they seem to be running a week behind. But yeah, so we'll be doing a Spotlight Hour live stream tonight, so roughly in around about 7 hours from now we'll be live again. So make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can tune into that one as well. Now, another cool additional bonus that we've put in during this event is 2025. Of course, that is the year that we're going into next year. Tomorrow, in fact, but 2025 XP will be rewarded to every Pokemon caught using an excellent throw. So a decent amount of XP if you can hit those excellent throws. There you go. Wurmple with its massively oversized hat. Finally, that Wurmple stays in the ball. And let's just do our buddies while we're going up this hill, and then we can start our daily adventure incense as well. So we'll just do our battles with this buddy, and then we can swap it out to the next one. Will be our shiny Kangaskhan next. So make sure to let me know in the comments down below if you've managed to get any of these New Year's event costume shiny, if you've had them already before this event, or whether you've managed to get some during this event yourself. Let me know. The wind is definitely picking up now. We're a bit higher up, but hopefully you can still hear me okay on the stream. One more battle and then we can move Luxray out of a squad, or out of a buddy position should I say, and put Kangaskhan in, and then we can get moving again. So there's Luxray's battles complete. Let's get Kangaskhan in. We'll give him a golden raz, and then we'll get moving along again, and we'll chuck our daily adventure incense on as well. So it might be a case where Kangaskhan can go best buddies with us today. Might be the last best buddy that we have of 2024. We'll just have a quick look and see how many hearts we are away from that happening. We're actually only 3 hearts away from that happening. So best buddy Kangaskhan, we could do the battles and then get it best buddy now. Might as well go ahead and do that. Get that best buddy completed out of the way. Hi, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, let's end 2024 on a high. Let's get some more subscribers. So one more battle after this one for Kangaskhan, and that will be our 501st best buddy, and it will be our 167th best buddy of 2024. So we started the year on 334 best buddies. We've now ended on 501, and there you can see it has already gone best buddy. Yeah, there it is, best buddy Kangaskhan. Let's swap that out and let's go for Heliolisk. Silver Pineab for that. Now I've always wondered why the Silver Pineab, it always gives you buddy the full amount straight away, so gets him fed completely straight away with just one Silver Pineab. But if you use a Silver Pineab in a gym when your Pokemon is protecting, then it doesn't do the same. So it doesn't do the same as a Golden Raz, but if you use it with your buddy, it does. So it's a little bit different in that respect. So I tend to use my Silver Pineabs with my buddies. Hey, how are you? Thanks so much for watching. Now let's try and hit some of these excellent throws and make the most of this XP which is on offer during this event. And like I mentioned before, we will get our daily adventure incense started. 30 minutes for that daily adventure incense. That is a additional 15 minutes. Shiny Jigglypuff off a research task, get in. Shiny Jigglypuff 307 as well. That seems a really high CP. Shiny Jigglypuff. We're only 10 minutes into a stream and we already have a shiny Jigglypuff. Oh, that is close. A 98 shiny costume Jigglypuff. That is really, really nice. I thought that was going to go all the way then. I really did. That was incredibly close. A 98 shiny costume Jigglypuff. And that was from a Make an Excellent throw. So really, really happy about that. Super easy task to complete. A lot of these Pokemon that are spawning at the moment are really easy to do excellent throws on. If you take your time, that is. But yeah, really happy about that. The first shiny of the stream. A shiny 98. So excellent throw there. Drifloon. I think we've just had a Jigglypuff with a costume appear on the daily adventure. We have. Let's just check in before he despawns. So this around here is normally a really, really good spawn spot. So hopefully you'll be able to see the amount of Pokemon that spawn around here. It's really weird because there's not many Pokestops in between these two. Obviously there's a gym there and a Pokestop there, but for some reason all the Pokemon seem to spawn in this one area. I'm not complaining. There's a lot of costume Pokemon around here now. And what we'll also do while we're on live stream is we'll use Palkia's Spatial Rend effect. And we'll use that for, let's go for an hour. And this will, if you've not already used Palkia Origin Form Spatial Rend before, there's 2 circles which dissipate from your player. So your avatar in the game. The first circle is the interaction circle. Well, sorry, the spawn circle. So that is the smaller of the 2. And the further out one is the interaction circle. So that's a circle that you can spin stops at, spin gyms at, or go into gym battles from. So what Palkia's Spatial Rend does is it increases your spawn circle to the same as the interaction circle. So now you can see some Pokemon appearing far and wide from what we were getting before. And that is because of that increase in the distance, which we can see them at. And this one, it costs around about 5,000 for 10 minutes. It is cheaper than the Dialga, which is a Roar of Time, which is the Origin Form Dialga Adventure effect. Give me mod. I need to really look into how I can give people mods and stuff like that. Shiny Wurmple, get in, second shiny of the live stream. 2 in around about 5 minutes as well, so really happy with that. Shiny Wurmple with a very oversized party hat. Let's have a quick appraisal on this one. 0 star, so not too bad though. Nice little shiny there. 2 in the last 5 minutes. Definitely boosted during this event. If you've not already managed to have a walk around yet, make sure you do at some point. The event will finish tomorrow at 8 PM, I think it is, local time. I'll have to look into how I do it, mate. I don't really know how I can go about doing it. It's something I've never done before. Popping these excellent throws off. Now, of course, if you want to guarantee that these excellent throws you're hitting are going in, you can also use the Great Balls and Ultra Balls, but my advice would be that Togetic tonight during the spotlight hour is going to be very difficult to catch, so you might want to save your Ultras and Greats for that if you are doing that event as well. If not, then you can also use them during this New Year's event and try and maintain those excellent throws stay in, and therefore you get that 2025 XP per catch with an excellent throw. Now, Spatial Rend working wonders. Raticate. So we've had a Hoothoot, a Wurmple and a Jigglypuff on stream. Let's see if we can complete the set with a Hoothoot and then hopefully obtain some others from the research tasks. Now, let me just check what research tasks we've got in. We haven't actually got any event ones in at the moment, so we'll delete these ones and we will try and restock what we have with event ones. We want to try and get more of those costume shiny Pokemon if we can. Hoothoot behind the gym, is he? No, he isn't. So just before the New Year event as well, I did take a screenshot of my XP, and I'll be posting a video up tomorrow about how I've managed to do in total during the New Year event. But as we get our third shiny of a live stream, another shiny Wurmple. I do like the purple colour that Wurmple goes to. Really, really nice. 3 shinies of the live stream. 2-star as well, nearly a 3-star, so not bad at all. I will definitely take that. Another Wurmple way out there. As you can see, the Spatial Rend bringing out loads of Pokemon that we otherwise wouldn't be able to see. Has worked wonders before on certain spotlight hours as well, where we've managed to actually get the shiny on the far out spawns, the ones that we wouldn't be able to see otherwise. So it does really help you in getting those Pokemon that you really do want for certain events. Let's see what task is on this Pokestop here. As we do an excellent throw at the chop, we have another catch 10 Pokemon, explore 2 kilometers. I don't really want to do that one, non-event one, so we'll get rid of that for now. Clear out some room for some of the other Pokestops which are down here. So 2 Wurmples, a Jigglypuff. Can we add a Hoothoot to that batch? Maybe from this catch 10 Pokemon task. You never know. So if you're looking into doing this event, there is also a ticket available in the shop. I know we've only got sort of halfway through the event already, but we have got another 36 hours of the event nearly, probably 34 hours here in the UK. Ends at 8 PM tomorrow night, the 1st of January. So if you're looking to do it, there is a ticket available in the shop. And for $1.99, you do get some pretty good bonuses, including some encounters with a costume Pokemon for like the likes of Wobbuffet with a party hat and Pikachu, and also the Raticate. But you also get some premium raid passes as well added into it, which makes it a bit more better value for money. So definitely look into doing that if you haven't already. 292 Jigglypuff. That's definitely a better CP for a non-shiny. It's crazy how close we were to this Shundo on that first research. Oh, I messed that excellent throw up there. Hoot just moving at the wrong time. I just didn't throw it hard enough that time. My chop's normally a decent excellent throw. There we go. Ghastly. Thrown at those loads in the last few years, and yet still it annoys me every time he moves, but still it's a Ghastly. I'm not going to turn down the candy for a Gengar. So let's spin some of these stops and see what we get around here. So still no event ones. Whether it's just where I am or just my luck, the event ones do seem few and far between at the moment. Hey, how are you? Thanks so much for joining my live stream. Excellent throw. Went through a period where we didn't hit many excellent throws, and now we've started to hit them again with the help of Hoothoot. Make an excellent throw as well. That was a task. Event 1. So that means Wurmple. Wurmple this time round. Now we have just completed another task, but so today so far during the live stream I've managed to get a 98 shiny Jigglypuff with a bow, 15, 14, 15 from a research task. That was 307 CP from a research task. And then we've managed to get 2 shiny Wurmples so far with a very oversized hat. Of course, that's been about for quite a few years now. I do remember when we first brought this shiny party hat Wurmple out and we put it in 2-kilometer eggs during a New Year event many years ago, actually, probably back in 2020. And I actually managed to hatch a shiny one out of a 2K egg, which I know people in my community were quite aggrieved by. Nice, excellent throw on the Hoothoot. We'll just go over here and get this research task. Yeah, Wurmple is the last shiny I think anybody needs during this event. It seems to be the one that's sparkling the most. But still, he's a nice little shiny. It's a shame we haven't added, with him being about so many years now, it's a shame we haven't added the evolutions of a costume. I know we've done that with a lot of other things. You can only imagine Cascoon and his evolved forms with the party hat. It would look a bit ridiculous, but I think we should add them. Should definitely make a lot more people want to collect more of them. Shiny, to try and get the family done. Because of course it's one of those as well where you don't know which way it's going to evolve. It does just randomly evolve. So adding the evolution would mean that you get people really wanting it again. Because it could be quite a while until you get the family complete, just by luck of the evolution. And we are walking into the wind, so sorry if the audio quality's gone a little bit bad. I've got the microphone quite close to me, so hopefully it's not deterred it too much. I'll walk back up to this Pokestop and then we'll start heading back across. We've got 14 minutes left of our daily adventure sense. So we get a Porygon spawn. Hey, how are you? Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm not crying. I'm not crying after not getting a shiny Wurmple that time. It's just that the wind's blown directly into my eye. Hate when that happens. Keg. This is one of the ones from me hatch day where I didn't manage to get a shiny Elekid and still no shiny Elekid. Thanks for that, Magmeat. Unfortunately not good enough to keep. Have we got any more? Yes, we have. 29th was a hatch day, so that would be one of those as well. Eventually we'll get through these hatch day eggs. Hoothoot off for daily incense. No shiny. So win a raid as well is one of the event tasks, and now more specifically, we've got two of those as well. Perhaps we didn't spin that stop before. So yeah, more specifically, the raid that we want to try and keep an eye out for is a 1-star raid, and it hopefully will hatch into Pikachu. But that 1-star, where it's listed on the nearby, although it hatches in 11 minutes, which seems ideal because it probably takes that long to get there, it will be very much a bit of a signal struggle, so we probably won't go there during the live stream. Really do struggle to get signal down that way. But we'll definitely be doing some more Pikachus if we can see some up and about in the next hour or so. School bunny off the daily. I think the last time a Galarian bird appeared on my daily incense was that extra small Articuno, which I used my first Master Ball for, and that was a fair few weeks ago now. I've only actually seen around about 6 Galarian birds since the shinies got released a few months back now. And I have been doing my daily adventure incense every day. And for a large period of that time, for the first 2 months at least, I was extending it to more than an hour, nearly 2 hours every day. So, annoyingly, I've not seen as many birds as I know other people who have not done their daily adventure incense for that long have managed to get the shinies and seen more than I have. So unfortunately my luck doesn't seem the best on Galarian birds, but hopefully we can get one in the last 10 minutes of this daily adventure incense and squash all those conspiracy theories of my luck being bad on the daily incense. Don't forget to spin this Pokestop. Getting very windy now, actually, in fact. No shiny Wurmple. Bidoof making an appearance. Comically known as the God Pokemon to a lot of the fan base. I do love when Pokemon Go really played on that and made a Bidoof day event where literally Bidoof took over the whole game. It was on legendary raids, it was on 3-star raids, it was on 1-star raids. It was literally on every single raid tier you could imagine. They also released a really funny video of Bidoof and a song. I thought I was an Articuno then. Annoyingly, because my buddy was on top of it, I thought that was an Articuno with its purple tail then. But yeah, that Bidoof event was really, really cool. Credit to Niantic for doing that. Protected a little bit by the trees now, but when we get into the open just down here, it might get a bit windy again. And hopefully we'll start going down the hill, so hopefully a little bit further down it won't be as windy. We'll have to wait and see. Like I say, hopefully it's not affecting the audio quality too much on the stream. Jigglypuff, no shiny. .476. I think that Hoothoot stayed in the ball. Let me just check. Yeah, 476 was our last Hoothoot caught. Couple of Hootoots here, hopefully one of these sparkles. No shiny Hoothoot as of yet on the live stream. Very, very windy though now. Unbelievably windy actually. So we actually have 3 winner raids in, so we could do with finding a Pikachu raid if at all possible. We have actually managed to get the Wobbuffet and the Raticate already from the previous years they were about, so we don't really need them. We do need this wind to go away though, that would be nice. Would make a lot more enjoyable live stream instead of getting smacked in the face by the wind. It's a lovely view though, not a bad view. Not bad at all. We have got a Machop here on the Dynamax, so we will do that Machop. It is one that we still need a decent one of. Let's just wait until the next daily adventure instance spawn comes in, and then we'll jump into this Machop. Jigglypuff off for daily adventure, and there we go, we'll jump into this Machop now. I really do like the Dynamax feature that they've added. Whether they'll add the function to remote into them, that'll be interesting to see if you can do that, even if it's like an increased max particle cost, so that you can help friends out who are struggling with, let's say, a Cryogonal, for instance. which seem to be quite difficult to take down on your own. Although you can do it, we will be trying to solo one and put it up on my channel at some point. But for today, we have a lot of things going up on my channel in the next few hours, and of course another live stream later on today. Swipe into that one, and then we should get, we'll change into the Gigantamax just because I do like that one, do prefer that one instead of a normal Dynamax Gengar. Two G-Max Terrors and Machop is down for a count. So can we get a decent Machop or a shiny Machop? 730 CP is a hundo from these Dynamaxes. Let's have a quick look and see what we managed to get on this one. 6,000 XP as well with it being a level 2, so that's decent. No shiny, 704, so nowhere near the 730 that we wanted. But still, 704. You can probably go on the trade pile. You can trash trade these Dynamaxes. They cost the same as normal Pokemon. And with Machop, of course, Machamp is part of the evolution. So if you do trash trade it with a friend, then they can evolve it from Machamp into Machoke. From Machoke into Machamp for 0 cost. So it's actually a really good one to do. If your friend is running low on fighting types for the Dynamaxes, you can always do that if you've managed to get ample enough. We'll spin the stop, although I know I can't pick up the task from it yet. We was having those winner raids in 3 times. Let's just see now, there's more gyms in sight. There does seem to be no raid activity really around me, which is a little bit annoying. Great throw that time on the Hoothoot. Shiny Hoothoot, get in. Shiny Hoothoot. We have now got a shiny Hoothoot, 2 shiny Wurmples, and a shiny Jigglypuff of a research task, all on the live stream. So really, really good going. We're only 40 minutes into the live stream as well, and we already have all the shinies that are appearing in the wild. So shiny Hoothoot. 3-star as well, so that's not a bad one actually. It's a 11, 11, 15, so missing 8 in total, only just a 3-star. That means it's an 82 IV. Any lower, 80 or lower, is always a 2-star. Sandygast on the daily, not a shiny though, unfortunately. Very, very nice shiny Sandygast. Did manage to get one during that event. I think it was a Holiday Part 1 event when that first appeared. Hoothoot, far out wide. Excellent throw that time on the Hoothoot. Do need to try and make the most of all these excellent throws. Hopefully we can get something a little bit better in the next, in the next event, actually, a Fido event. We do have another XP bonus event, and that one we actually managed to get up to 4 times catch XP if we complete the global challenges, I believe they are. So that is going to be a really interesting event, and of course it is the debut of Fido, so really nice looking Pokemon. The little dog, which is made up of different buns. Really, really nice looking Pokemon. and obviously it does evolve as well. So how easy that will be to obtain is yet to be known. Hopefully we don't put it in eggs, hopefully it is in the wild. 25 Pokemon caught off the daily incense. No shinies to report of, and no glaring birds unfortunately, so that's today's 30 minutes daily incense finished. Onyx decided not to stay in the ball the first time around. Let's see if that excellent throw caught. It did. Either that or it ran. No, Onyx stayed in. So I'm hoping that down here somewhere will be a raid that we can do. But it doesn't appear likely. There's a 3-star shadow and there's a 5-star which hatches in just over 40 minutes. A little bit disappointed with that. Means that we will be keeping hold of these winter raids for quite some time by the looks of it. Unless, of course, anybody watching the stream has got any raid near them that they can invite me to. Or in fact, let's see if anybody on the friends list is in a raid. So no, we aren't, unfortunately. But yeah, if anybody watching the stream is about doing some raids, then there is my trainer code. Make sure to take a screenshot of that, add me, and then send me a raid invite. Hopefully Pikachu would be nice, mainly after Pikachu, but if you do need Giratina, for instance, I will help you out with that one as well. So yeah, let me know if there's any raids near you. Hopefully there's more near you than what there is near me right now. Wurmple, no shiny. So have we had any hundos yet so far? No, Bidoof was our last hundo. Caught a few days ago now. Oriakoro. Excellent throw on that one. Wurmple. Mr. Mime, or European Regional, appearing here. Managed to get a shiny one of those on Christmas Day as well, which was a really nice shiny to get. Annoyingly, we have seemingly took away the Stone Journey that we get here in the UK, the UK exclusive Pokemon, which we released earlier this year. We have annoyingly removed that from the wild spawns and instead put back Mr. Mime. Excellent for that time on a Jigglypuff. Come on, where are these raids at? Very, very quiet for raids by the looks of it. Castley out far and wide. Catch out for defo. Excellent throw on a Poliwag, that was nice. Hopefully it's not this windy later on for the Spotlight Hour live. Now we're hopefully coming down to the main road where we'll be able to get more spawns than what we've just had in the last sort of 10 minutes or so. And we will put a normal incense on as well, just to help those spawns along. We have got loads of normal incenses, so we might as well put those on as well. That was a bit weird. Pokemon could not be found and then he's returned again. And again. How strange. Weren't shinies anyway, so that's not too bad. Wonder why he keeps doing that. Perhaps a slight signal lag down here. There we go, the buddy seems to have returned, so hopefully that's what it was. No? Oh, well, that was really strange. That is really strange. For some reason, it won't let me catch a Pokemon. Anyone else had that glitch before? Let's see if it continues and then we'll try and restart the game. Yeah, we'll restart the game. See if that improves things. A little bit of a restart. And we'll see if that improves anything. A really weird glitch of not being able to catch anything, everything running away. Quick restart though, hopefully that helps it. Yeah, it seems to have done the trick. Quick restart has definitely worked out. Yeah, it's worked. A few technical difficulties there. None of my fault. I'm happy to report. Tukeg, Elekid, or Magby, please be a shiny Elekid. No. We have a non-shiny Magby. That's not a decent CP, not a bad CP actually. Any more from me 29th? We have one there, we have one there. So potentially two more from the hatch day. Two more chances to get a shiny Elekid. Still never hatched a shiny Elekid, which is really, really annoying. So what is going to be our next shiny costume Pokemon on the live stream, do you reckon? Jigglypuff, Wurmple or Hoothoot? Comment down below what you think is going to be. And I think for this next one, what we'll do is as well, if we do get a shiny on live stream, we'll do what we normally do on Spotlight Hour, which is the funniest comment, the funniest nickname, obviously not rude, but the funniest nickname can be We can change our nickname of that shiny to the funniest one that we see in the comments, and it will forever be known as that. In the past, we've had Smolive, which was Smelly Olive, which was quite a humorous one. So if you could come up with something similar to that line, but for Wurmple, Hoothoot, or Jigglypuff, depending on which one we get, then put it down in the comments below when you see the next one sparkle, and we will nickname it that forevermore. Shiny Wurmple, there it is. So what is your nickname for this shiny Wurmple? Let me know in the comments down below. The funniest one will get this Wurmple renamed after a comment. So 1-star Wurmple. What nickname that Wurmple? What do you want to call that Wurmple? We will go back and change his nickname to the funniest one. Huge Jigglypuff. That would have been nice as a shiny one, that would have. I daren't even click that Chinchou on the normal incense. For some reason, Chinchou tends to like me as a shiny. It has disappeared, that's good. I think a nickname for Wurmple, we've got to get its oversized hat involved. Messed up on the excellent throw there on that Wurmple. So I think on live stream now that's 3 shiny Wurmples, 1 shiny Hoothoot, and 1 shiny Jigglypuff off a task. So really good going. Let's see if anybody is currently doing a raid. That's a raid, no. Really do with getting rid of these win a raid tasks. Hoothoot still looking for another shiny one of that for today's live stream. Would be nice to try and get a family of all the costumes on the live stream. Of course, like I said before, Wurmple doesn't evolve with its costume, but the likes of Jigglypuff and Hoothoot do. So you do need to try and obtain 2 of those if you can. It's a shame that we haven't brought out an Jigglypuff with a bow tie costume. With a bow costume, should I say. That would be quite nice to try and hatch out from. 2k eggs, let's say, during the event. Normally this is quite a good spawn spot around here. Hopefully this is where some more shinies are hiding. Not for that Hoothoot though, unfortunately. Spin this gym. Free raid pass as well. Jigglypuff and another one off the normal instance now. What is on this Dynamax up here? There's a Krabby. Now we'll leave Krabby for now. Much rather do the ones we really need, ones like Machamp, sorry, Machop, and of course Beldum. Beldum's definitely one that you could be quite good at trying to do, invest those max particles in, because Beldum, unlike a lot of the other ones that have already been released, hasn't got a Gigantamax form. So we haven't got a Gigantamax Metagross to worry about. So Dynamax Metagross will forever be a really, really good Dynamax Pokemon to obtain. So it's definitely worth investing with max particles in, especially if it has a Max Monday at some point. Tiny Jigglypuff, that would have been a nice shiny one to get. So still looking for a raid to do. Is anybody doing a friends list? No. So if anybody watching the stream is doing a raid or has a raid near them, ideally a Pikachu or a Giratina, if you want me to help out doing that, then make sure to comment down below. I'll show the friend code and then you can add me for the raid. It will help me out by doing these winter raid tasks as well, so that'll be even better. Wurmple off incense, no shiny. So my code on Pokemon, if you want to add me for any raids, I could do with doing a raid, is if you want to take a screenshot of that, and then you can add me, and then invite me to a raid, that'll be much appreciated. Could do with getting rid of these winner raid tasks. But we're just gone over an hour in the stream now, and we've managed to get 5 shinies, so 3 Wurmples, a Jigglypuff and a Hoothoot. Just goes to show that we are definitely boosted. and we are ranging from that 1 in 64 to 1 in 128 odds. So if you haven't already managed to get any, or you are still missing one of this current New Year event that are spawning in the wild for Hoothoot, Wurmple and Jigglypuff, then you have a really good chance of getting them during this next sort of 36 hours before the event finishes. Or in fact, if you are after the Wobbuffet, Raticate and of course Pikachu with the beanie hat, then you can also obtain those from the research tasks or from raids. So them again have the increased 1 in 64 odds. So hopefully you can have some shiny luck before the event finishes tomorrow. Hoothoot just behind that Dynamax there. Brilliant. Somebody is doing a Pikachu. We can bombard that. Thank you very much. We are now in the lobby. We have bombarded a Pikachu. And hopefully this one will be our shiny one. We are still after this shiny Pikachu. Like I say, it has been around since 2019 now. So it has been around for quite some time, but it's never had the shiny boost that it has now, the 1 in 64 odds. So we can only hope that this is a shiny. If not, we still do have those win a raid 3 times tasks that we've managed to obtain that we can tick off. And then no my luck, I'll stack up another win a raid 3 times. So we'll have to wait and see. Groudon though, taking down the Pikachu. Nice, easy win. 5-1-3. So not a brilliant Pikachu from a raid. I think 5-3-2 is the hundo off a raid. Someone might correct me in the comments. No shiny. Friend request come through. Thanks very much for that. 5-1-3. No shiny. It is a boy one. It's not got the little love heart shape on the back of its tail. It has just a straight, clean tail. And there we go. Pikachu, 5-1-3, 2-star. We'll star it just for keeping for now until we work out which one is our best one. 291 Jigglypuff, nowhere near the 307 shiny one we had before. Raticate 2725, again no shiny, and I don't think that's near the hundo. Yeah, I've just had your friend invite come through. Thanks very much for that. I will add you in just a second. 285. There we go. There we go. One person added in. So let's see what research tasks are around here before we move on. So we do want those event ones, so we'll get rid of anything that isn't an event one. I've just accepted, so hopefully that's come through now. Any good boxes in the shop? Don't think there is really. Nothing that takes my fancy. What is this research task here? Another catch 10 Pokemon, so we'll definitely do these two. And then what we'll do is we'll see if we can obtain any more winner raid tasks on the way back up, and if we need a raid, then hopefully people in the comments can help me out with any raids that they have nearby. New York, brilliant. I'm from the UK, near Manchester way. research task off that stop is another catch 10 Pokemon. So got a few of those now. No Pokemon has been stacked. We've completed the December Community Day background Pokemon research. The one where you had one of each Pokemon that was spawning during the December Community Day. That was available to everybody, not just people who brought the tickets. But you hopefully managed to get some decent ones, the Community Day background. It was actually a really nice Community Day background, I'll give them that. Little wallpaper there, and that was the last one we obtained this morning. It was a 96 Mankey. Now, I only managed to get one of those shiny during the whole Community Day with a background, and that was a Mankey itself. And not a terrible one, but not a brilliant one either. 10, 12, 15 with a Community Day background. And of course, Annihilate, you do have to hit as your buddy to evolve it. So catch 10 Pokemon, we have 3 times. We'll get those ones done, and then we'll get these tasks a bit further up. Excellent throw on my pants here. Just missed out on me. Excellent there on my Hoppip. Troubleshoot seemingly jumping over it. Team Moltres is better. Yeah. Team Valor all the way. I say all the way. I started off with the blue team, Team Mystic. That was what I started the game on. Then it actually ended up being Team Instinct for about a year, 18 months. And then I went to Team Valor, and I've been Team Valor now for around about 3 years. So it's I've experienced being in every team. Well, I think I've set myself now on Team Valor. I'm quite happy with this team. Catch 10 Pokemon is done twice. Hoothoot and Jigglypuff. Hoothoot again, no shiny from a research task. Another catch 10 Pokemon here. What's this research task? I think it's something about the great throws in a row, I believe. Yeah, streak has been broken, so let's see what it is. Yeah, make 5 curveball throws in a row. Hopefully easy to do if a Pokemon stop jumping. It's always the spin task which makes it very, very difficult to do. It only takes 1 Pokemon, normally on the 4th or the 5th one, you're trying to hit a great curveball throw on. Spin the task obviously being make 5 great curveball throws in a row. So it becomes very difficult to obtain that one. Takes a lot of patience. Tiny Eevee off the incense. That should bring up another catch 10 Pokemon task completed. We have a make an excellent throw as well. Normally Slowpoke is quite a good one to do an excellent throw on. There we go. Unfortunately, I can't trade from long distances, unfortunately. So I'm unable to trade. Jigglypuff. We'll add into that gym as well. Let's just get that Wurmple before it goes too far away. Hoothoot, and then we have another Wurmple. Let's spin these stops to see what these tasks are around here. Make 3 great throws. That's definitely not an event one. But we'll do it anyway. Onyx, normally an excellent throw. Failed on that occasion. Omanyte. Do have a little bit of a soft spot for Omanyte. It was the first ever shiny I managed to get on Pokemon GO. Took a number of months to even realise it was shiny. I believe I started when there was a fossil event on, the first ever shiny introduction of Omanyte and Kabuto, it would have been. Ended up getting a shiny one. Never actually managed to get anything in addition to that. Make an excellent throw. I've managed to get out again. 281 tiny Hoothoot from a task. Been invited to a raid. Oh, right, let me just spin these stops and hopefully I can get a winner raid task to make it a little bit more worthwhile. Make an excellent throw twice now. I will try and join you in a minute, Rodzik. I'm just trying to get a winner raid task in. Shiny Wurmple off task. 243. We'll see how good that one is in a minute. Buff physique for show. This one can be Mankey, and it can also be Timber, I believe, and Machop. Mankey this time around. So we'll do this one. We'll spin these stops around here. We'll see if we can get a winner raid task, and then we'll try and help Roderick out with his Giratina raid from a McDonald's gym. Obviously, McDonald's is now agreed a partnership with Pokemon GO, where all of its McDonald's stores in the US have become gyms or stops. So that is really, really cool. Hopefully we bring that over here to the UK and we can get some more around here as well. So Mankey, is this any good? 232. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's have a quick look after we caught it. Let's see how good the IVs are. $232 Shadow Mankey is terrible. Terrible. If you get anywhere around 232, don't bother. Catch 10 Pokemon. Let's see what else we got. Make an excellent throw, but that's not an event one. That isn't an event one either. We then have another one across here, which is catch 10 Pokemon, so that is an event one. So we did manage to get that shiny Wurmple before off a research task, 243, which seemed quite high off a research task. So let's just have a quick look and see how good that was after we caught this next Jigglypuff. We'll just check him and catch him. No shiny. So shiny Wurmple off a research task, 93. So we are getting close and very much closer to that Shundo. 2 research shinies resulted in a 98 Jigglypuff and a 93 Wurmple. So really, really nice shinies. Unfortunately, missing a few bits off the IVs. So not quite the Shundo. Didn't really expect to be able to get a Shundo during this event, but still, I suppose it is a lot better odds when you calculate all the odds up. The 1 in 64 and obviously the research task being quite all over the place. Another catch 10 Pokemon, another Jigglypuff, this time 306, which we know is a Hundo because our 307 one wasn't. Could be a 96 though, or a 98 with Art Attack. Still would be a nice one to get as a normal Hundo. So some more Pokestops around here. Let's spin these ones and see what we get. Winter raid task is here. Giant Hoothoot, 269, which I know we've had in the 280s before, so that 269 mustn't be very good. We have already done a research task on that one. Let's start walking back up now, get some more stops and some more spores up here. Try not to miss that one. Come on, shiny Elekid. We could do with a shiny Elekid. It is an Elekid, but it's not shiny. 677. A little bit disappointing. We did hatch a few 98s during the hatch day, so that one is going into the bin. This one is the last chance to get a shiny Elekid during that hatch day. Obviously 1 in 10 odds as well it was, so really annoying we didn't manage to hatch one with all the eggs we did hatch during that event. Do try and catch every single rat as well that I do go past. Every single Raticate to try and get towards that tiny rat medal. Which just seems to be really difficult for me to try and obtain. Don't know how far off we are on that actually. We'll just check in a moment. I think we've done the huge Magikarp one. Some very old school medals that we added into the game very early on. So Spatial Rend on Palkia has dispersed now. We've ran out of Hoothoot over there, no shiny. So the first 25 minutes of the first hour, we had around about 4 shinies, and in the second hour, we've only had 1. It was a good one. It was one off a research task. It was Wurmple. And it was a 93 IV. Maybe something I'll end up best buddying it some date. Let's just add something in here. Let's go for that blue electric. So 1 winner raid and 1 catch 10 Pokemon, another winner raid. So we could do a catching 10 Pokemon before we get to these stops up here. That's that Mankey, yeah. That's another one. Let's just feed this Heliolisk. We can start doing its battles and move that out as our buddy and work on something else. Probably keep it in until it gets its 2 kilometre walk. It's nearly done its 3rd. It's got its 3 hearts now for walking nearly. It's on 1.47, so we might as well keep that in for now to obtain that last heart for walking, and then we can do the battles and then move him on. Try not to spin the stop. Let's get Hoothoot behind it. Don't think Hoothoot stayed in the ball that time. Let's try it again. Excellent throw this time. Yeah. Still, I don't think he stayed in the ball. That time he did. Volbeat. And then Mankey. Should be our catch 10 Pokemon complete. It is. Wurmple. And let's get this furthest one away. This one is also winner raid, so if there's any raids happening near you, if you're watching, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. I can join on a raid to try and get these tasks done. We are very short on raids where I am by the looks of it. Let's just have a look on the nearby. We have got a Shadow Beldum. We might go and do that Shadow Beldum. Yeah, let's head over to that Shadow Beldum. Can do that with a free raid pass. Somebody's doing a mega Obama snow raid. Don't think I've got any raid passes to come into that. No, I haven't got any remotes. Wouldn't really be willing to buy them for a mega Obama snow. It obviously was a very controversial thing that Pokemon GO did, Niantic did a couple of years ago with the remote raid passes. It's obviously still a sore subject for a lot of people who built on online communities and worldwide communities, and to see them get destroyed for the preference of a local community. I can see why Niantic tried to do it. They tried to raise more awareness to local communities and bring more local people together in person rather than being online. But it sort of forces your friendship groups. Obviously, people built really close friends and really well-connected people online. And perhaps those people online who live miles and miles and miles away in a different country, in a different time zone, are perhaps a lot better friends than people who can live in the same town or city can ever be. So it was sort of forcefully done. I could see what Niantic were trying to do, and I agree with some of it, but I think to keep those online communities there, the price increase of the raid passes was just astronomical. The increase from 250 for free premium raid passes, free remote raid passes, to more than double that, so up to 525 for free. That was just way too much. It should have been around about the 350 mark. You know, 150 for one, 350 for free, or something like that. That would have been a lot more respectable. But to increase them in the way that we did was just seemed way too far out of line. But of course, it's been many years now we've gone past, and I think Niantic really lost out there because the amount of money people were spending on remote raid passes, I think we could have definitely done something to benefit both communities, both online and also locally. I think we just all threw their eggs in one basket, and that was obviously the local basket. And with that, obviously, would come a lot of turmoil. I know a lot of people who quit the game after that and have not yet returned because of how Niantic handled that situation. And I think we lost out a lot of revenue because of that. There was a lot of better ways to deal with that situation. Yes, the local communities needed to be brought back together, but I think the way Niantic went about it was a little bit all one way. But still, we have to move with the times, and it is what it is. None of us can change that, unfortunately. Only Niantic can undo what we've already done. And I don't think a big company like Niantic is going to do that. It will make them look a bit silly by going back on their initial say-so. So I think just out of stubbornness, they won't do that. Now, instead of doing, there is a 1-star there, which probably is going to be a Pikachu. I don't know if there's anything else hatching in 1-stars. So we are going to save these winner raid tasks in and try and focus more on Pikachus when we do spawn. We can always get these stops later on during the spotlight hour. So can we get one more shiny before we finish the live stream? We will be finishing in around about 5 or 10 minutes or so. So can we get any more shinies of this event on this live stream? Hoothoot behind the gym. Isn't a shiny. Wurmple is a shiny, so we have got another shiny Wurmple during the live stream. Wurmple is a 0-star, so not brilliant. We'll clear out all the rubbish costume that we've caught. We're using our quick search. So if we look back on the stream, obviously we have that Wurmple, which needs a nickname if you're willing to nickname that. But from the Jigglypuff, we had a 307 shiny Jigglypuff, 98. We then had a shiny Wurmple, which was a 0-star. We had another shiny Wurmple, which was a 2-star. We had shiny Hoothoot, which was a 3-star. We had that shiny Wurmple, which I mentioned before. Give him a nickname. If you could come up with a funny nickname in the comments down below, we will change his nickname to the funniest one. And then we had another shiny Wurmple at 243. This one off a research task. Really nice one there, 93 IV. And then another Wurmple just then. So let me know in the comments below if you're still after any shinies in particular during this event. They are very, very much boosted, as you can see. We'll be just heading up here to this final Pokestop and then turning back around and finishing the stream. So if you've enjoyed the stream, please like it, like the video, and subscribe to the channel as well. We will be going live again later today. 2 live streams in one day. Very busy. 1 Hoothoot and a Jigglypuff. Hopefully you might be able to get those these next couple of days. So yeah, nickname that shiny Wurmple with a hat, if you could come up with a funny nickname. Maybe even something to do with its hat being ridiculously big. Big hat worm. I don't know. I'll let you decide in the comments down below. But yeah, if you've liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Going live again later on today, and there will be another video coming up today as well around the subscription box, the Pokemon TCG subscription box. We've opened that, so make sure to tune into that video. That video will be going up on my channel around about 2 PM UK time, so you can watch that as well. And then only a couple of hours after that, we have the next live stream. And then tomorrow, New Year's Day, we will also have a roundup of the New Year event. So a results video with all the shinies that we managed to get, any hundos, and of course all the XP we've earned over the last 3 days as well. We'll see how much we've earned doing all these excellent throws. So please stick around on the channel for the rest of today. We will be back live later on today, but hopefully you've all enjoyed today, and if I don't see you later on today, then I hope you have a very good New Year's, and I will see you in 2025. But if I do see you later on, I'll see you live on the channel, 6 PM UK time, in just under 5.5 hours. I'll see you then. Take care. Bye for now.